Hello everyone, it's Bits and Pieces episode 2. I probably won't bother numbering these in future, I suppose. It's a bit pedantic. You might be watching in any order. Or there might only actually be 2 episodes, I don't know yet. But anyhow, first today on today's Bits and Pieces is this. Yes, it's a coin holder and it's covered in £10 notes, £20 notes, £5 notes. Never seem to see a £50 note, do you? Do they even exist? I don't know, and even if I did actually see one, I probably wouldn't accept it because I don't know what the darn things look like. Is Her Majesty in her younger days, her much younger days, 100 or so years ago. Yes, I'll probably be in the tower after that joke. But here's the thing. It's a little tin. It's covered in notes. £5, £10, £20. Oh, look, there's the 50, there's the 50. I wasn't paying attention, I do apologise, everyone. Hashtag idiot. Hashtag blind man. There it is, 50. That's what it looks like, apparently. Is that a pyramid? What are we doing with pyramids in Britain? Does the Bank of England have direct access to Zool? But anyhow, I digest. Digest? I digest nothing. Oh, I'm using the wrong word again, aren't I? Coins go in here, but it's for coins, but it's got pound notes on. And the other thing is, you can't actually get into it easily. You have to literally demolish the thing to get the money out. So that does keep it secure, of course, but there you go. Bit useless for my liking. And then there's this. Bicycle spoke light. Not entirely sure what it's supposed to do. You put it on. Apparently it's got red lights. So you probably put this one on the backlight, I assume, but fits most bike spokes, easy to install, needs one of those little batteries, probably not included, but there you go. This is not a toy, blah blah blah. 3 modes, 2 flashing and steady. So it lights to flash. Well, there you go. But I'll have to actually give that a try sometime and see if it actually does anything worthwhile. I do like the occasional bike ride. Just think that might make me look a bit more of a punt than I already do. On a completely similar note, something I've never really bothered with, armbands and trouser clips. Probably wouldn't really bother with the armbands, but the trouser clips would probably be more appropriate. They're also luminous, so your trousers will obviously be nice and secure, and you'd be reflecting light so that people can see where your ankles are. I somewhat like that idea, I suppose. Just taking a little bit of a digest. Digest? I'll have to look some words up in the dictionary. I'm sure I'm not using words correctly, or it might just be that I have the wrong teeth in. And possibly the wrong brain, but here we have fire engines. Not of a type I've ever seen going in Britain, but it is called Teamsters. I do know that's something of an American term. 3 plus, as the number's 1.64, whatever that might indicate, possibly a time. And it's called the Street Series. Not suitable for children under 36 months, 0 to 3, depressed children, or sad onions. Yes, you know who I'm referring to there. The man is a genius. Remove packaging before giving to child. Yes, I think most adults probably would do that, although when I was a child and I was actually buying these things regularly, I think they were already taken out of the box already. Yeah, who knows. Let's see what it's like. Quite secure. There we go. Oh, the vacuum's sealed, so they don't actually move around too much. If it wasn't for the interruption of that rubber band, they would probably be going on forever. Oh, no, they still do. Now this seems to be more of a interception device. You've got the hose that is actually quite stuck in place here. That is terribly tight. You'll probably end up hurting your fingers quite severely, like I have. Look at that, there's an indentation. I don't know how well that's going to show up, but that's after just a few seconds. A child is probably going to give up. And that's still feeling quite tight. You actually feel, oh yes, you can actually see through the window there. And the screw that it's attached to, so if I keep doing that, that's probably going to come undone. It's probably not actually meant to be played with in that regard, but there you go. That's a fire engine, but that looks more like some sort of riot vehicle, and that hose could be pointed at people. Or maybe not. Completely different toy, but same sort of idea. And that's feeling quite loose. That's probably going to come off quite easily. On a similar note, exactly the same people, but this time construction vehicles. Street Series, same number 163. That must be a time indentation. That must be some sort of copyright thing. Oh, that comes off a lot easier. Wasn't vacuum sealed in quite the same way, but there you go. And these are actually made of metal. Well, that one was anyhow. This one's plastic. Quite a cheap, nasty plastic, and that doesn't stay up particularly well. Although there is, I suppose there's some potential for disaster there. You know, if you paint these green and get a few of the construction vehicles together, you could probably try to recreate a certain well-known transformer. But this is by far the best quality of the lot. Although when you put it down, it does feel... Oh yes, the wheels at the back don't seem to really... yes. Well. Made in China. It kind of works, I suppose. But the rest of this is a combination. Some of it is metal. These bottom bits here are metal. And the top bits are plastic. Yes, that does feel a bit nothing. The majority of this, again, is metal. And same here. Well, you could buy those, and I suppose a young child will be entertained with those for all of 5 minutes. What else have I got? One more thing before I go. One more thing, you see? Oh yes, I'm trying to keep these videos short, but it's just coming up to 7 minutes. Oh, how time flies! Of absolutely no interest to a toy, to a child whatsoever. It's a sanding block. Now that most of this stuff came from Poundland or Poundworld or something like this, so I was a little surprised to see DIY supplies. But no instructions whatsoever. It includes 10 sheets of sandpaper. Not sure of the quality, but basically we've got this out. Gets the job done quickly. You just slap that on top of that like there. Pull this thing up like this. That's quite tight. Do the same over here. Except that this one's even tighter. Oh. You could potentially lose a finger using this thing. No wonder it was only £1. And you can sandpaper. Only guess what? I've done it the wrong way around. Silly me. And that just comes off quite easily, I suppose, but so probably definitely a case of you get what you pay for. It was cheap. And it was therefore quite nasty. I'll just have to move this out of the frame while I try to do this properly. Yes, it's a bit easier to actually manipulate this thing when you have it closer to your body rather than stretched out like I have it right now. But yes, that does feel like it could take the skin off my fingers if I do that again. I suppose that's one solution for people with growths on the toes and feet and so on. Bunions, yes, that's the word. Bunions. Probably not recommended though. Well, that's 9 minutes of your time wasted with me. I hope you've enjoyed that. Taddy bye!